Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's challenging level puzzle, and it's called Nugatory by Nicholas Duhale. And here are the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means place a digit in every cell, place one digit in every cell from the digits 1 through 9 such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or designated 9-cell region. We also have, within a cage, digits must not repeat and their values sum to the small number in the top left corner. There are 9 nullifier cells in the grid, 1 in every row, column, and box. And each digit from 1 through 9 appears in a nullifier cell exactly once. The value of every cell that orthogonally touches a nullifier cells is equal to 0. So the interesting. Huh. Okay. So that's the reason why we have a weird cage here that adds up to 3 with 5 unique digits, right? The value, so every digit from 1 through 9 appears in the nullifier cell exactly once. The value of every cell that orthogonally touches a nullifier cell is equal to 0. And orthogonally touches just means that they share an edge. So this cell essentially orthogonally touches all of these 4. So nullifier cell can nullify up to 4 digits in the surrounding cells. A nullifier cell's value is equal to its digit. So it's the same. So the nullifier cell does not nullify its own cell. It nullifies the 4 orthogonally adjacent cells, which means the 4 cells that touches an edge, shares an edge with, up to 4, I guess, because this is only 2. This would have 3 orthogonally connected cells, or orthogonally touching cells. But of the up to 4 orthogonal cells that share an edge with it have a value equal to 0. And the value of the nullifier cell is itself the digit that's inside of it. So basically, you know the sum of the non-nullified cells are 3 in these 5 cells. Well, obviously, you can't have 5 digits adding up to 3. So obviously some of them must be nullified. And that's going to be a project left. But if you had none of these nullified, so say you had none of these nullified, a valid example would be 1, 6, and 2 to add up to 9. Because the sum of these 3 digits add up to 9. Or you could have, say you had a nullifier here, right? Actually, what should we make the nullifier? We should make the nullifier red, I guess. If we had a nullifier here, then this could be 3, 6, and 2. And since the value of this digit is a 0, therefore this would be 3, 6, and 0 added up, which would add up to 9. And that would be a valid example for the killer cages. And those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay. So for nullifiers, we have 4 cells which add up to 30. Well, you have to have 4 cells all adding up to 30, so none of these can be nullified. So if you had a nullifier here, this would never add up to 30. If you had a nullifier here, one of these would be 0, and this could never add up to 30. If you had a nullifier here, none of these could be 0, and they would add up to 30. So the nullifier, well, you can't have any of these nullified. So this can't be nullified. None of these can be nullified. So that means the nullifier cannot be these two. It cannot be any cell in the cage because it would nullify cells in the cage. It can't be any of these, so the nullifier must be here, which eliminates a nullifier in the rest of the column and the rest of the row. We know these two cells are both nullified because they add up to 0. And this cell has to be nullified by one of these, right? Well, none of these cells nullify this cell here. So this cell also must be nullified, and we already know the nullifier in box 5 has to be one of the orthogonally adjacent cells to the center cell, right? I guess we should make these green. We know, okay, so blue means they cannot be nullified. Or green, this is going to be interesting. Green means that you cannot be a nullifier cell. But I think blue should mean that you are nullified. So this must be nullified. It cannot be this one because if it were here, then this would not be nullified. So it's one of these three. This then must be a nullifier, which means this can't be a nullifier. So one of these two is a nullifier. This is a nullifier, so these can't be nullifiers. These can't be nullifiers. Oops. These can't, they're green. So these can't be nullifier, these can't be nullifier, these can't be nullifiers. Oops. And this can't be a nullifier. To add up to 3, we only have 2 unique digits, which can add up, at least. So we need 3 nullified, at least. Well, I guess it could be here. It could be here and here. So if this is the nullifier, that means only these two cells could be nullified. So this cannot be the nullifier. If this is the nullifier, it only means that's nullified, which means we have 3 digits which be nullified. So this can't be the nullifier. So the nullifier, can this be the nullifier? That could be the nullifier. This could be the nullifier. Wait, yes, because it nullifies 2 digits here and 2 digits here. We need 3 digits at least nullified in this 5 cage at least, though. One of these, okay, so this adds up to 15 non-nullified. So this is not nullified ever. This is not nullified ever. This, either of these could be. So either this is a nullifier or this is nullifier. Both of these are nullified. These are the digits 1 through 5. This is nullified. Okay, so this is nullified. These are all nullified. That's actually very important to mark. These are all nullified. Okay. So this is already nullified. If this were the nullifier, it could be there. And you could have these two adding up to 14. That is possible. This is at most 5 digits non-nullified. Oh, actually, let's look at this. This is at most 4 digits non-nullified. Right? Nullify. Okay, so these. If this is the case. So say this was not nullified. How many could you nullify here? 4 and 5, which would leave 4 left, which is possible. Okay, so this doesn't have to be nullified. I don't think blue can ever be... No, blue can never be nullifier. Nullifying cell. Because if it were, it's orthogonally adjacent to... If it's nullified, it's orthogonally adjacent to a nullifier. So therefore, it would automatically not be part of a nullifier. So green means that can't be nullifier, but blue means that it actually is nullified. So this is nullified. If it is here, where can this be? This is at most 4 cells non-nullified. So we need 5 cells nullified here. If it were here, that would only mean 1, 2, 3, and 4 cells possible nullified. So this cannot be nullifier cell. What about here? If it's here, again, this only nullifies 3 cells. This would only nullify 1 cell. So we'd have 4 nullified cells, but we need 5 nullified cells. So this can't be the nullifier cell. That means none of these can be the nullifier cell, which means one of these 3 has to be. So these can't be nullifier cells. Interesting. Okay. One of these 2 is a nullifier cell, so this can't be a nullifier cell. Oh, one of these 2 has to be a nullifier cell. This only nullifies 2, and with this would be 3. This would nullify 3, and therefore has to be the nullifier cell. So these are all nullified, and this is this must be nullified. So this is the nullifier cell then, which means this cannot be. These are nullified. These cannot be nullified at all. What do we mark the non-nullified cells? Maybe we should make the green, I don't know, yellow? Yeah, and then the non-nullified cells as green. So these are non-nullified. Okay, well, these have to be non-nullified. This must be non-nullified too. This is non-nullified. These are nullified. These are nullified. These cannot be nullified because there's no nullifier possible next to it. Same here. So this is nullified. So this is fine. This could be nullified. These are not nullified. And the red nullifier cell has, yeah. So this cannot be nullified either, because the surrounding 3, there's no nullifier digit. This does not have any nullifiers surrounding it, so this is green here. This is still open, this is still open, this is still open, this is still open. These are still open, so these could be still null. This is nullified already. These are not. These cannot be. All 3 of these are open, are already set. These are already set, so, and this is already set here. So these are non-nullified. Okay. These have to be 2 digits that add up to 14. So 5, 9, or 6, 8 here. So these digits must be 1 through 4 here to add up to 10. These cannot be nullified, or these are nullified, so they're 5 through 9. Okay. 15 here. This is nullified. This is not. None of these can be, so if it were here, that would only nullify 2 digits, 2 cells here, which is not allowed. So this cannot be the nullifier. Same here. This would only nullify 2 cells in this 15 cage, and we need 5 cells at least here. So this can't be the nullifier, which means the nullifier has to be one of these two, which means this can never be the nullifier. So one of these two is the nullifier. One of these two is the nullifier here. And if it's here, that only nullifies 3 digits, so this cannot be the nullifier, which forces this to be the nullifier. Oh, we already knew that's a nullifier anyways. So this is the nullifier, which nullifies these 4 cells. These are not nullified, so they're green. We don't know about these. This we don't know because it could be nullified here. Therefore, the non-nullified cells in box 2 must be 1 through 5, and these must be 6 through 9 then. To add up to 15. Okay. That means one of these two, so this nullifies 2 cells in this 3 cage. This nullifies 2 cells in this 3 cage. We need another nullification, so this must be nullified then, because there's no other. It either nullifies 2 here or 2 here. This is, yeah, so it's either 2 nullified here or 2 nullified here. And then the other one would not be nullified here. So this must be nullified, which means this is the nullifier. So there cannot be a nullifier in the rest of the column. Therefore, this is the nullifier here, which nullifies these 3. Therefore, these are fine. This is fine, but these are nullified. So these are all green because they're not nullified. These are all green because they're not nullified, same as this one. So this is nullification there. This can't be the nullifier, so nullifier is one of these two. These are not nullified at all. This can't be nullified either. These can be, so we don't know. None of these are nullified, so this must, and there are no repeats in cages, so for 6 digits to add up to 21, that's the minimum, so this must be 1 through 6. Same here, 5 digits adding up to 11, none of them nullified, must be 1, 2, 3, 5. We have 2 digits here adding up to 3, so this must be a 1-2 pair. These 2 digits are nullified, so these 2 digits must add up to 17 by themselves. That's an 8-9 pair, which eliminates 8 and 9 in the rest of the row. This can't be 8 and 9, this can't be 8 and 9. That's a 6-7 pair, which eliminates 6 and 7 in the rest of the row and the box. So this has to be 1 through 5 here, and it can't be 1 or 2. So this is 3, 4, 5. This 8 and 9, this is nullified, so this is 17. This adds up to 3, that's fine. We know 1 and 2 have to be in columns 1 and 2 here. 1 and 2 have to be in columns 1 and 2 here. So the rest of columns 1 and 2 cannot contain 1 or 2. And in fact, this must be a 7, 8, and 9 here somewhere, because this is a 1 through 6 sextet, right? This is nullified. These are not nullified. This is 15. This has to have at least 4 nullifications here. This is 1. I think it always has to be. So if this is nullification, okay, so this can't be nullified, which means these are not nullified, because this can't be the nullifier, because that's a nullifier. These can't be the nullifier here. One of these two is. So if this is the nullifier and this is the nullifier, this nullifies that cell and this nullifies that cell only. So that does not work because then they would have 6 unique digits counting to add up to 15, which is not allowed. So this cannot be the nullifier, which means this is the nullifier here. And it nullifies all of these. So these are all nullified. This is not nullified. This is not nullified. This must be the nullifier here, which means these two are nullified and these are not. So we're missing 4 digits in this 15 cage. Oh, sorry, 4 digits are nullified in this 15 cage. So this is 1 through 5, 1 through 5, 1 through 5, 1 through 5, and these are 6 through 9 here. Well, we have 2 digits here, which must add up to 16, so this must be a 7-9 pair. That eliminates 7, 9 in the rest of the row and the rest of the box. This can't be 1 or 2 because, again, remember, we have a 1, 2 already accounted for in columns 1 and 2 in box 1 and for this 1, 2, 3, 5 cage. So the rest of the column cannot be 1 or 2. This is 3, 4, 5. This is 3, 4, 5. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quintuplet in column 1, which eliminates 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the rest of the column. Therefore, this must be 6, 7, 8, 9. And this is 6, 7, 8, 9. We have a 6, 7, 8, 9 quadruplet in row 1, which eliminates 6, 7, 8, 9 in the rest of the row. Oh, also, this can't be 8, 9, right? So this is... The rest of box 1 is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But we have a 6, 7, 8, 9 quadruplet in row 1, which eliminates 6, 7, 8, 9 in the rest of the row. This can't be 6 or 7. This is a 7, 9 pair. All 3 of these digits add up to 12 without a 7 or 9. So it could be 1, 3, 8. 1, 3, 8. 1, 5, 6. Or 2, 4, 6, adding up to 12. Or 3, 4, 5. That's still pretty broad. Okay. What else do we have? We have these 2 digits adding up to 9. So 9 cannot... It's either 1, 8, 2, 7, 3, 6, or 4, 5. That's not too helpful. Okay, in the nullifier cells, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quintuplet. We have 5 digits, which must be from 1 through 5. That eliminates 1 through 5 in the rest of the nullifier cells. So this can't be 5, which means this can't be 9 to add up to 14. This has to be 6 through 9, and this must be 6 through 9. It cannot be 7 or 9 because of the 7, 9 pair here to add up to 16. So this is 6 or 8. One of these is a 7, but we don't know which. Okay. This must have... Oh, actually, it doesn't, does it? It could be 3, 4, 5. Okay. 7 and 9... We know 7 can't be here and can't be here. So in box 4, the 7 has to be in columns 1 or 2. In box 7, the 7 has to be in box 1 or 2. Actually, we know 7 and 9. The 7 and 9 have in box 4 has to be in columns 1 or 2. And the 7 and 9 in box 7 have to be in columns 1 or 2. That eliminates 7 and 9 in the rest of columns 1 and 2. This can't be 7, this is 6. This can't be 9, this is 8, which forces this to be 9. 6 cannot be here, and we know this can't be 7 because, again, the 7 and 9s have to be in columns 1 and 2 for box 4 and 7. That eliminates 7 and 9 here. Therefore, this must be a 7 here. This is 9. This 8 eliminates 8 here, so this is 6. This can't be 6. Where is the 6 in column 3? It has to be one of these 3 digits, which means this can't be 6 here. The 6 eliminates 6 here, and the 7 eliminates 7 here. 8 is one of these 2 digits here. 9, we don't know. So we don't know where this is here. 8 has to be one of these 2 digits here. We're not sure which. This could be 3, 4, 5. We're not sure. This could be 1, 8, 2, 7, 3, 6, or 4, 5. So that's not very limiting. What else do we know? Okay, so 6 cannot be here or here. We have a 6, 7, 8, 9 quadruplet in column 9, which eliminates 6, 7, 8, and 9 from the rest of the column. So this can't be 6, 7, 8, 9. This must be a 5, which means this can't be 5 here. None of these can be 5. That's interesting. This can't be 5. This is 1 through 4. That means this is 5 through 8 to add up with the 1 through 4 to add up to 9. Well, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 quadruplet in row 6, which eliminates 1, 2, 3, 4 from the rest of the row. So this can't be 1, 2, 3, 4. This must be a 6. This can't be 6. This can't be 6. The rest of the row is 7, 8, or 9. Well, if this were both 8 and 9, that would eliminate the possibilities for this to add up to 14 with 5 and 9 and 6 and 8. So this must be 7 here, which means this can't be 7. This is 8 or 9 here. This has to have a 5 here. So that eliminates 5 in the rest of the box and the rest of the row. So this cannot be 5 and 4 adding up to 9. This has to be 1, 8, 2, 7, or 3, 6. Okay. So 5 is here. 5 cannot be here. Whatever this digit is the same as one of these two. We don't know which. So where is this digit in box 6? Whatever digit's here has to be one of the digits here. So it cannot be that one. This digit cannot be here, so this digit must be the same as this digit. So this is, we're going to make this, I guess, an A. This must be A, and one of these is an A. Well, I guess one of these could be A then. So this is A, one of these 3 is A. That doesn't really tell us much. Okay. So this cannot be 4. Because we know 1, 8, 2. Okay, so we have a 6, 7, 8, 9 quadruplet in column 7, which eliminates 6, 7, 8, 9 in the rest of the column. So this is 1 through 5. One of these must be 9, because this can't be 9. So this cannot be a 9 here, so because one of these is 9. This is 6, 7, or 8. This digit actually must be that digit here, so this is B. So B must be the same as that, which means it's one of those two. We don't know anything else about that, though. One of these must be 6, 7, or 8, and one of them must be 1 through 5. Again, this could be many things. 1, 3, 8, 1, 5, 6, or 2, 4, 6, or 3, 4. It could be any combination. That's too many. 5 cannot be any of these 3 digits. This must be a 5, or this must be a 5 in the nullifier cells. So that they both see that cell, so this can't be 5, and they both see this cell, so that can't be 5. That doesn't really change very much, unfortunately. This 1, 2 is a nullifier cell. This 1, 2 also sees that cell. So this one, both 1, 2s would see essentially this by being a nullifier cell, and this one by seeing the same row. So this cannot be 1 or 2. This is 3, 4, or 5. This can't be 8. 1 of 7 or 9 is here, and the other 1 through 5 is here. This is 7. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. Okay. This digit. We have a 6, 7, 8, 9 quadruplet in column 5, which eliminates 6, 7, 8, 9 in the rest of the column. That's good. So therefore, this cannot be 6 or 8. This is 5, which forces this to be 9. So we have a 5, 9 pair adding up to 14. 9 cannot be in the rest of the nullifier cells. So this can't be 9. This is 5, which eliminates 5 in the rest of the column. We also have to have 1 through 4 in the rest of the column, because we have the 6, 7, 8, and 9 triplet. And where is the 6 in column 5? It can only be here now. So this is 6, which means 6 cannot be in the nullifiers. So this can't be 6. This is 8. This can't be 8 in the nullifiers. So this is 7, which eliminates 7 here. This is 9. This can't be 7 or 9. So this is 8. 7 cannot be either of these. This 9 eliminates 9 here. So this is 7. This is 8. We have 6, 7. This cannot be 8. So one of these two digits here is an 8. This is a 5, 9 pair. This cannot be 9 here. This is a 7, 8 pair, which eliminates 7 and 8 from the rest of the row. This can't be 8, so this is 9, which means 9 cannot be here. 9 is here, 9 is here. This can't be 9, therefore this must be a 9 here. And 5 cannot be any of these 3 cells. Where is this 5 in this 21 cage? It has to be here. So this is 5, which eliminates 5 here. 5 can no longer be here either. We already knew 5 was one of these two. This 6 eliminates 6 here, so this can't be 3. Therefore, this matches that. That's 1 and 2. This can't be 6. So one of these is 6 here. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4 quadruplet in box 5, which eliminates 1 through 4, and the rest of the box can't be 7 or 8 by the 7, 8 pair, so this must be 6, which means this can't be 6, this can't be 7 either because of the 7 in the row. So this is 8, which makes this 7, which makes that 6. This 8 eliminates 8 here, so this is 7, this is 2, which makes that a 2 here. Because 2 cannot be here, 2 has to be here now, so 2 cannot be here or here or here. 2 is one of these two digits, we're not sure which. 2 cannot be either of these, 2 can't be either of these. 2 is one of these two. We don't know which. Okay, so we can remove the A's. Okay. 8's one of those two. This cannot be 8 anymore. It cannot have a 6. So this has to be 3, 4, and 5, adding up to 12. That eliminates 3, 4, 5 in the rest of the row. This can't be 3, 4, 5, so it's 1. This can't be 3, 4, 5. It's 1 or 2. 1 cannot be here anymore. This is 1 or 2. We have a 3, 4, 5 triplet, which eliminates 3, 4, and 5 in the rest of row 8. This can't be 3 or 4. This is a 1, 2 pair. We now have two 1, 2s in the nullifier cells. That eliminates 1 and 2 in the rest of the nullifier cells, so this can't be 1 or 2. This can't be 1. 1 has to be one of these two digits here. And 1 has to be one of these two digits here, which means this can't be 1 here. That means this has to be a 1 here. So this cannot be 1. We have a 3, 4, 5 triplet in row 3, which eliminates 3, 4, 5 in the rest of the row. So this is a 2, which means 2 cannot be here. 2 is one of these two. That's fine. One, two, 1, 2. 2 cannot be here. Where is the 2 in box 8? It has to be here. So this is 2, which makes this 1. So since this 1 is in the nullifier, this is 2, which makes this 1. That eliminates 2 here. Where is a 2 in column 7? It has to be here. 2 cannot be here, which leaves where is a 2 in column 1? It has to be here. Where is a 2 in column? We have 8 2s now, right? No. Well, we now do, because this has to be 2. We now have 8 2s, so we know where the last 2 has to be. It can't be here, it has to be here. So therefore, this must be an 8 here. This 1 eliminates 1 here. So this is a 3, 5 pair, which eliminates 3 and 5 in the rest of the box. This can't be 3, this is 4. These can't be 4 here. This is a 3, 5 pair. Therefore, 4 is one of these two, so this can't be 4, so this is a 3, which means this is a 4, 5 pair, which eliminates 4 and 5 in the rest of the column. So this is 3, this is 5. This can't be 3. This 4 eliminates 4 here, so this is 5, which makes this a 4. That eliminates 4 in the rest of the nullifier set, so this is 3. This has to be 5 then. And the rest we can probably figure out from Sudoku, or probably have to learn from Sudoku. This can't be 8 here. This is 7. This can't be 7. Where is the 7 in... This 4 eliminates 4 here. This is a 5. That's actually still yellow, but it's actually supposed to be green. This has to be a 7 here. This 7 eliminates 7 here, so this is 9. This can't be 9. This is a 7, 8 pair. This can't be 5. This can't be 5. And this can't be 5. We have a 1, 3, 4. This can't be 1 because of the 1 in the row. This 5 eliminates 5 here, so this is 3. This is 5. This can't be 3. This is 1. None of these could be 1, so one of these is a 1. 5 eliminates 5 here. Where is a 5 in row 9? It has to be here. That makes this a 6, which makes this a 4. We have 1 and 9 remaining in row 7. This can't be 9 because of that 9, so this is a 1, which makes that a 9. One of these is a 1, so this can't be 1 here. This is a 3, 4 pair. We have a 3, 4, 3, 4 pair in column 5. That eliminates 3 and 4 in the rest of the column, so this is 1. This can't be 1. This 6 eliminates 6 here, so it's 7 and 6. 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 8 and 7. 7 eliminates 7 here, so this is 8 and 7. 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 9, which makes that 8. 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 9, which makes this 6, which makes that 8. This 3, 4 pair eliminates 3 and 4 from the rest of the row, so this can't be 4. This is 1, this is 4. which eliminates 4 here, so that's 3. This can't be 3 or 4, so this is 1. This can't be 1 or 3 because of the 1 or 3 in the cage, so this is 4, which makes this 3, which makes that 4, which makes that 3, which makes that 4, which makes that 3, which makes that 4. This 3 eliminates that 3, so it's a 4, which makes that a 3. And that's how you solve it. Congrats, I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, it was actually fun. I like the nullifier rule. It's actually, I've never seen this rule set before. It's an interesting rule set. I like it because it allows me to color different colors. So that's the main part of the reason why I like it. But it was fun overall in general, right? And it involved killer cages, which I have a lot of experience with and enjoy. So that was fun, actually. I really enjoyed that. And I hope you enjoyed this solve. And I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.